internet browser, I'm going to use Internet Explorer here, although Firefox is probably a better one. So the first thing you need to do is type in the web address for Incerts, which is schools.incerts.org. Now type in the school password, secret information that only we know, and then your teacher initials, more secret information that only you know, and then your password, which is again more information that only you know, and you should then log in. There you are, logged into Incerts, ready to assess people. So click on Assess, and then click on Assess APP, make sure that's on, and you won't have to change the subject because only writing is set up for APP at the moment. So go to APP you want to assess, and I'm particularly interested in Year 5 at the moment because of my work looking at Sophie Petford. Not that it was not very much work, but here she is, a small sample of Sophie. Okay. And you can see I've been ticking her recently and highlighted some of the things about Sophie, and what I've got here are some ticks in different boxes which really show that she's doing quite well at her variation of sentences, but she is very poor at sequencing and structuring her work. Okay, and if you look at the level that comes out, it says that she's solidly attained a 1A. Okay, now in her tests she's coming out at 2C, 2B, which is kind of what you might expect really, because children tend to do a little bit better than what they've solidly attained. Now here's an interesting feature of Incerts. You can see the yellow pad here. If I go over this tick box here, this is actually a note, and you can see on notes it's got 1, and here's a note that I recorded on the 17th of September. Sophie wrote one complex sentence. When Katie and I walked, we saw a green thing. Okay. Now, if I've seen something else which backs up that particular box, I might add another note to that, or if it's a different one. So, for example, if I was Sophie's teacher, I might now notice that she's used some limited variation in use of tense and verb forms, not always secure. Okay, I might want to add a note to that to say I've seen that this week. It's very similar to the kind of post-it adding that you do with the EYFS in reception and in nursery. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to choose a child that you want to assess in detail, and bring their work and tick these different areas across the board from 5 to H, and see if that pupil's assessment comes out on Incerts how you'd expect it to come out for that piece of work. Okay. Remember, when you've added something, click Save and Confirm, otherwise the data will be lost.